Acting is easy. Making money from acting is hard. Anyone can be an actor. You can be an actor in the privacy of your own home, an acting class, community, or local theater. But if you have aspirations of making a living as an actor in film and television, that's where things get a little more intense. Let's talk about the mental game of acting. Hi, I'm Nancy Nave. I've been a working actor in film and television for over 16 years. After my longtime agent stole almost $50,000 from me, I educated myself on how the industry actually works for actors. After a 7-year criminal investigation during the COVID years, she eventually pleaded guilty to the mountain of evidence. Because of this, helping actors became my passion, and I became a career coach for actors.
And make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you'd like more content on being a working actor in the film and television industry.
I find it frustrating to watch talented actors quit the industry. Why do talented, skilled, trained actors quit? Because it was too hard. But is that really true? Was acting hard? No. They had the talent and the skill. So why did they quit? It's the mental game. Rule number 1, the best actor doesn't always book the role. Booking roles is both easier and harder than it's ever been. When your focus is pointed towards booking, it's a very slippery slope into frustration and depression. As actors, we don't have control over if we book the role. We have control over our skills as an actor. But ironically, the best actor doesn't always book the role. There are many factors outside of skill, look, and availability that go into casting a role. Factors like, you look too much like another actor they already booked. You don't have the right vibe. They need a thicker accent. They need an actor fluent in a language. They need someone taller or shorter or wider. The list goes on. If you can begin to understand and accept this concept, you're starting to play the mental game. As long as you have the right attitude and understanding of what it's going to take to become a paid working actor, then the business gets easier to be a part of. Rule number 2 in the mental game. It's going to take time and it's going to take practice. When I think of hard jobs in this world, I think of physically exhausting jobs like being an ER nurse, road construction, or even picking crops. These people are physically exhausted every day after work. Mentally exhausting jobs are engineers, doctors, police officers. These jobs are hard. Being an actor isn't hard. It's frustrating. There's a huge difference. Understand the mental game in order to win. You can do all the work to become a skilled actor ready to be on set. It can take years to get here. And when you're finally ready to join the big leagues, you'll realize there's a big line of other talented, skilled, hardworking actors competing for the exact same opportunity. But rule number 2A, you've done it. You're an actor. Check that box. You can work with any other amazing skilled actors on the big screen. Celebrate. Rule number 2B, keep practicing forever. Now that you've got it, you need to work to keep it. If you don't exercise your skills and craft consistently, you can lose it. If you're not practicing your skills, you won't be ready for that big audition. It's like being in great physical shape. You work to get healthy and strong. Now you continue to work to maintain what you've built. Make it a regular part of your daily life. Mental game rule number 3. Your job as an actor requires you to interview for every job. Each role you book involves a job interview, a follow-up interview, a quick onboarding process, the job itself, and then a quick retirement party. And then you're out. Sometimes you're interviewing for jobs while you're working your current job. But the interview, or in our case as actors, the audition process at the end of each job starts all over again. There really are no permanent 9-to-5 acting jobs. You might land a daytime soap gig, 9 to 5-ish, maybe even for a few years, which is amazing, but the odds are slim. Even when you've landed your co-star, guest star, even a series regular role in a TV show, that show will eventually end. And you'll probably be right back to auditioning for roles. When you understand that your actual job function is to audition for roles, then you'll take the pressure off of yourself. Every audition you get means that you're a working actor. It's not your job to book, it's your job to audition. It's the producer's job to decide who books. Welcome to the life of an actor. The mental game rule number 4. Being a successful actor is a long game. The industry has changed greatly over the last few years. The way we get paid has changed. The types of new media has changed. Residual payments have changed. The audition process has changed. Social media has changed the game tremendously. How you become a name in this industry has changed, and it will continue to change. But if you adopt the ideology that acting is and always will be a gig-to-gig endeavor, then you won't feel like you're struggling or be desperate to make it. Because even when you feel like you made it, you'll eventually be right back to where you were. The idea that make it in this business revolves around becoming an A-list actor has started to evolve. There's fewer and fewer movie stars. It's more like, who's popular right now? And once that popularity drops, the light looks for the next popular actor to shine on. And if your definition of making it in this business is arriving on some invisible list of a few actors, you're not playing the mental game. You're playing a dangerous game, one that might cause you to quit because you feel like you're losing. Acting has its repeatable steps. We audition for many roles. Sometimes we book, then we shoot the project, then we go right back into the audition process. It's a cycle. It's what we do. The long game is understanding that eventually you'll book the role when everything aligns. But it's not your job to book. There is no arriving at a destination in our business. The long game says that the game never ends. The mental game rule number 5, the highs and lows are a part of your growth. I believe actors churn out of the industry because they don't understand the growth curve. In our business, we're constantly growing and learning. It's in that growth that we find ourselves low. It's when nothing seems to be happening in our careers. We're working so hard in class, learning new techniques, and nothing seems to be happening. Then all of a sudden, we book something and we're on top of the world and everything is perfect and bright. But the truth is that the slow period is when we were growing, which eventually allowed us to book the next role. As artists, we have very high highs and low lows. It's when we are low that we have to be aware that it's just a moment in time in our overall career as an actor. The mental game rule number 6, don't rely on your acting career to pay the bills. Think about it. You have a job outside of acting, hopefully that you enjoy. Whatever it is that you would be doing to make money if you weren't an actor. This is what you should be doing as an actor. Let's say you were interested in playing the guitar, but you didn't know how. So you start taking guitar lessons in a class or with private lessons. You take time out of your week to practice your guitar lessons at home. You go to your class and perform, get feedback, and keep learning. Eventually, you might want to start playing with your friends or in a coffee house, anywhere that you might enjoy playing the guitar. You're still working a job because playing the guitar isn't making you money. The same goes for if you were taking up painting or a dance class. We do things we enjoy outside of the hours when we work our jobs. We don't work 24/7. We always make time for the things we love. This is how you fit your acting career into your life. This industry has changed in the last few years, making it easier to work a full-time job as a working actor in the film and television industry. The new taped audition process allows us to tape our auditions at home on our own time with the set deadline. The deeper into the audition process that you move, say you get a call back, then flexibility in your day will be important. Usually your callback is at a specific date and time, online or in person. But callbacks are less frequent than auditions. So you may need to scramble or disappear from work for an hour or two every now and then for a callback. You know, for that last minute emergency dental appointment or cough that's coming up. But what I'm saying is that it's more manageable than it used to be when actors had to drop everything at a moment's notice and head out to a live audition. If your whole heart is committed to being a working actor and you book a huge role that requires more time off than your job will allow, and the opportunity and the ongoing pay for that role is significant, then you can consider whether you want to keep working your current job. But until that day happens, there's no reason not to work a job on the side that pays the bills. A major reason that actors quit the industry is that they're tired of being broke. When you don't have a reliable source of income, you won't be able to afford acting classes, new headshots, or even get gas for your car, let alone be able to pay the rent and feed yourself. I'm guessing this is the main reason why actors leave LA and go back to their hometowns. The mental game rule number 7. Don't compare your career to anyone else's. This isn't a sport where everyone gets a participation trophy. Just because you've worked as much or even harder than another actor doesn't mean that you should be booking every audition. Acting is an art and is very specific to each story being told. Again, it's not the best actor who always books the role. It's the best actor for that role that books the role. Our art is subjective. Casting sees different qualities in our skills and will gravitate to one actor over another based on opinion. Roles are also dependent on what we look like, our age range, our vibe, our spoken language. Remember, it's very specific. And even if you have a twin brother or sister who's an actor, you'll both have different careers. There's high danger in playing the comparison game. Luck is a big factor in our industry, being in the right place at the right time. And don't be surprised if other actors are looking at you, wondering why they're not having the same success. Many times, just because people only share their wins, we assume they don't lose. We assume they're having win after win, when someone can probably look at your history and point out all the wins you've discounted. You say, "I'm not booking any of my auditions," while another actor looks at you and says, "Why is my agent not getting me any auditions?" And yet another actor says, "Why can't I get an agent?" So you see, perspective is everything. The long game requires us to keep working on our craft, enjoying each audition, celebrating when we do book a role, riding the high when we're on set, then coming back to earth when that project is over, rolling up our sleeves and jumping right back into the next audition. And sure, you might encounter an actor who just carries the spotlight wherever he or she goes. Everyone loves their charisma and charm, and they just happen to be an amazing actor. Instead of being jealous, start working with them. Invite them to do scenes together. Get to know them. Collaborate on a project together. This business is about teamwork. You want to be working with talented people. Okay, I'm sure there are many more mental game roles I can include, but these are my top 7. If you can think of any other roles that I should add to the list, put them down in the comments section. You can never fail at something if you just don't quit. Get your mind right, have the right expectations, and live a balanced life that doesn't depend so heavily on making money as an actor. When you don't need the industry desperately, when you're happy and have a positive attitude, you'll find that you start booking. Call it karma or whatever you want. Being at peace with the universe is attractive. Keep the mental game of acting roles in front of you. The next time you start to question your career in acting, go back and look at them. Don't give in to a moment of weakness, negativity, or doubt. Tomorrow will be a better day. And remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want more content on being a working actor in the film and television industry. Have a great day and break a leg.